Hello, and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about how volunteers are making a difference every day here in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Lorraine Driscoll. Today, we'll be talking with Sandy Smith, advisor for the 50 Plus Network at the Montgomery County Volunteer Center, and Nancy Scull, board chair of the Bernie Scholarship Awards Program, one of the many volunteer organizations that is looking for 50 plus volunteers. If you stay tuned, we'll discuss how to contact the 50 Plus Network at the Volunteer Center so you too can find a great volunteer role that matches your skills and interests. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Make a Difference. I'm your host, Lorraine Driscoll. We're here to discuss how residents age 50 and older can become part of the 50 Plus Network through the Montgomery County Volunteer Center and find a great volunteer role that matches their skills and interests. We'll also be talking about the Bernie Scholarship Awards Program, which is one of the many volunteer organizations working with the Volunteer Center to recruit more 50 plus volunteers. So I want to welcome our guests today, Sandy and Nancy.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
Thank you.
So Sandy, you work as an advisor with the 50 Plus Volunteer Network. Tell me
Yes.
about it.
Well, the 50 Plus Volunteer Network, the 50 Plus Network is a part of the Montgomery County Volunteer Center. And what we do is we focus on the 50 plus demographic. And we found that they bring a significant, special, skilled set of skills to the volunteer environment. And what we do is we match the volunteers with different nonprofit and government agencies.
So the Bernie Scholarship is one of the organizations that you're looking to match people with?
Absolutely.
So Nancy, can you tell us what is the Bernie Scholarship organization?
Well, it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3, and this is our 23rd year of running the scholarship program. I'll give the history later if you wish, but so we actually have 5 board members right now who are from the 50 Plus Volunteer Network program.
Oh my goodness. So these are
Yeah.
people that came to the Volunteer Center and said, here's my skills and interests, and the match that happened to work best for them was to become a board member.
What we do is we sit down and actually personally interview every volunteer or potential volunteer that comes through the 50 Plus Network.
Okay.
And as well, we have all of our nonprofits and government agencies have been registered with the Volunteer Center. So they've been vetted. We know that they're legitimate. So what we do is when we discuss with the potential volunteer what they're interested in, what their skills are, then we go through our database and we look for a match. It's sort of like a matchmaker, I always say.
Oh, neat.
And actually, I matched myself with the Bernie Scholarship
you're
Awards
one of the
program.
5?
Yes, actually, I'm one of the 5. And so it's funny how that started. I was training, and I was trying to familiarize myself with all of because we have over 100 agencies.
Wow.
Yes,
That you're
and
matching people
organizations.
to find
Correct.
the best match.
Yes.
Great.
And about 200 plus opportunities.
Wow.
Because each organization may have several opportunities available, not just one. So I was researching the Bernie Scholarship Awards program, and I was really interested. I thought it was a great organization. And so I contacted Nancy, and
There we are.
yes.
Terrific. So what are some of the other organizations that you're matching people with? What types are they?
All different types. I mean, literally, we've got organizations that there are different types of opportunities that people are interested in. I mean, you have some people that want to be tutors or mentors and work one-on-one with people. You have other people that want to just sort of maybe have special projects or work in a group, not necessarily one-on-one. So we have tons of organizations, and as well, we have the tax aid. Some people are familiar with that, with the Volunteer Center. That's not specifically a 50 Plus network program, but it is
If that's something that sounds like would float somebody's
Absolutely.
boat, you'll point them that way
absolutely.
too. So if people want to get involved, reach out to the 50 Plus Network. How do they find you?
They can email us at 50plus@montgomerycountymd.gov.
Like 50PLUS?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. It's 50PLUS, not the plus sign. Yes.
At MontgomeryCountyMD.gov.
Correct.
Terrific.
Correct.
Terrific.
And just send us an email, and we will schedule an appointment so that the volunteer can come and we'll sit down and discuss. Sometimes people have no idea what they want to do. They may have worked all their lives in one area and they want to do something totally different. Sometimes people know exactly what they want. So that's why we take a personal approach and sit down with everyone.
So I bet some
individually.
people want to use their existing skills. I'm
Exactly.
an accountant and I really want to help nonprofits, whatever, in that
Yes.
way.
Some
and
people
others
do.
are like, you know what?
I'm
I've
over
been
it.
in my
Right. I want to do something totally different. And it's really a great service because myself, I wanted to get back into volunteer work, but I've been doing it for so long, I wanted to do something totally different.
Yeah.
And when you try to Google volunteer opportunities in Montgomery County,
It's overwhelming.
oh, it's just crazy. And so we sort of narrow it down so that we give you options. And there's just because we, think this is a match for you, if you go to that organization, meet with people, that may not be right. So, come back to us, start over.
Check it out. Check it out. And sometimes it's fun, like you say, to do something very different.
Absolutely.
Like that kind of, keeps life interesting.
Absolutely.
So you'll help people. So Nancy, tell me, what is it that made your organization decide you wanted to work with 50 Plus to find more volunteers?
Oh, that's kind of a long story. Let
Okay.
me try to make it short.
Okay.
I worked at Housing Opportunities Commission for 22 years. I retired in 2015, and when I began, Bernie Tatro, who's the father of the Bernie Scholarship Awards program, was the executive director. When he retired in '95, he said, I don't want a party for me. I want to raise some money for scholarships for our residents, low income, all on rental subsidy assistance. And so he raised some money, and we have continued ever since. But while I was working there, I was the director of a program called Family Self-Sufficiency Program. And our goal was, it's a federal program, our goal was to help people with education, training, counseling,
Give people a leg
family
up.
issues, and so on. So that's what we were all about. So we referred almost all of our folks to the Bernie scholarships, those who were graduating high school seniors, whom we help with financial help, and then also other adults in the home who are 18 or older. So we had a lot of people in receiving the Bernie.
And the great thing I like about the Bernie Scholarship Awards program is that the funds don't only have to go towards tuition. It helps with books, because a lot of scholarships have to go towards tuition. And with this,
And magically, the books get paid how?
and transportation. I mean, how do you
Or
get to
childcare even.
or
if you
childcare
really, if you really don't have,
Absolutely.
Right.
So
have
that's the
other
great thing
sources.
about it. It's not just slotted for one thing. So
And so, what do the board members do at the
What do
Bernie?
we do?
What do we do?
Well, at this point, we are trying to increase the amount that we can provide to the awardees. We want to
Okay.
double it, actually.
Oh, that's a great goal.
And this year we had the highest number of awardees ever. We went from 39, which had been the highest awardees in a year, to 63.
Yes.
Wow.
So we were very excited that we really pushed the outreach through the school counselors more and more, the housing agencies, which we've always done, but somehow it just worked more.
And if people want to get involved with
Successfully.
your organization, how do they find you?
Well, they would go to the website, which is berniescholarships.org, or contact at berniescholarships.org.
Okay, so
Or,
either
of
the
course.
website or the email.
Of course,
Yes.
the volunteer center.
Or the
We're-
volunteer center,
list-
and then find out if this is
Right.
your right fit or maybe something else.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, so how did you get involved with the 50 Plus?
It's a very funny story, actually. I was the 50 Plus Network just kicked off in January of this year,
Wow.
2018. So,
So
it's
I'm
brand
sorry,
new.
are there other volunteer centers that do this? Or?
No, we are the
Wow.
only ones. So
Wow.
yes, so that's great.
Once again, Montgomery County.
Rocks, MoCo. So so I was at it was on Martin Luther King Day,
Big
and
service.
yes, I was at a brunch for the day,
Oh.
and the volunteer center was having their annual volunteer event in the same building. It was at a hotel. At some point, I lost my phone. I don't know how. I don't remember taking it out. I don't know how it happened, but I lost my phone. Someone turned it in to the volunteer center. I didn't even know.
Serendipity.
Right, exactly. I didn't even know my phone was missing until about
Wow.
7 p.m.
Okay.
And my daughter did the find my phone thing. I went to the building, but it's 7 p.m. It's nighttime. It's in the winter. There's no one there. The building's closed. And I'm looking through the bushes thinking, how is my phone here? And it turns out it was in the office. And Molly, who is the head of the volunteer center, called me the next day and said, hey, I've got your phone. So as I said, I was looking for a volunteer opportunity, went there, spoke with her. It's history.
Wow. So what do you like best about helping people get matched?
Oh, I love it. I really do feel like a matchmaker. I feel like I'm able to really dig into what people want to do with themselves and
Their purpose.
Right, and help people find that purpose.
Enjoy
it. Because the volunteer system only works if both people are happy. If the volunteer is enjoying what they want, what they're doing, and if the organization is getting something from it. So, I'm like the matchmaker of the volunteer world.
Right. And I bet you're meeting a lot of fun people.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The organizations, we go to different organizations, so I get to learn about all of the various nonprofits in the
So you
county.
mentioned you've got these education organizations. What are some other types of groups that you're matching people with?
Meaning the types of organizations.
Yeah.
They just vary. Wider Circle, Interfaith Works. There are just so many. Empowered Women International is one of my favorites. There are just so many. There really are. There's so many great opportunities out there that people just don't know about. I didn't know about any of these organizations.
So if someone comes to you or the volunteer center, can they say, I want something that I'll come once a week, or I want something that I don't have that much time, but I want to do that. So, whatever your schedule is,
Absolutely.
you can work with it?
Absolutely. And what we do is, like I said, we're the middle person. So we will relay all of that information to the organization.
And you kind of know what they're looking for.
Exactly.
Okay.
We do actually know, because they have to write up a description of what types of opportunities they're in need of.
Okay.
And sometimes the volunteer gets to that organization and they work together and create something that they never even thought of.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry we're out of time.
Oh.
So I just want to say one more time, how do people find you if they want to volunteer?
50 plus, that's 50 number 50 PLUS at montgomerycountymd.gov.
Cool. And if they want to reach the Bernie Scholarship Organization?
Contact at berniescholarships.org.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much for chatting
Thank
with us
you.
today and giving us all this exciting opportunity to
Yes.
find new roles.
Great.
We've been talking today with Sandy Smith, an advisor with the 50 Plus Network at the Montgomery County Volunteer Center, and Nancy Scull, board chair of the Bernie Scholarship Awards Program. For more information about volunteering in Montgomery County, please contact the Volunteer Center at 240-777-2600 or visit their website at montgomeryserves.org. And remember, as a volunteer, you can make a difference.
County Cable Montgomery, your information station.